is the business we are in at LSU, providing a world-class experience for our student athletes to compete and earn their degrees.
Hello Tiger fans, I'm Emily Dixon and welcome to this week's edition of Inside LSU Sports presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Today we bounce all across campus to bring you the latest on everything, from a women's basketball thriller to some impressive hires by Ed Ogeron and more. This is Inside LSU Sports presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. COTS, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Ross's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Williamson Cosmetic Center and Paranac Aesthetic Surgery, where you'll always place first with us.
We get things rolling at the PMAC, where the second-ranked LSU gymnastics team gears up for their road trip to Auburn with hopes of staying undefeated on the season.
I think we were able to spread some things out last week, and on a typical week between competitions, we try to get 3 training days in, and last week we were able to get 5 and be able to spread out the workload a little bit, which kind of served a dual purpose. We got, with Haley in particular, we got to focus on that pass that we needed to work and kind of expedite that process a little bit that we probably wouldn't have been able to do if we'd have been competing last weekend. There just wouldn't have been a lot of time. We would have had to split time between that and the existing routine.
I actually have worked on my middle pass on floor, so I am hopefully going to add something in this week. So I think that benefited me a lot because I had extra time to do that. One of your passes has to have 3 elements to it, and all of my tumbling passes just has 2 parts to it. So in front of my second pass, we thought it would just be easy to add a front handspring, so then now I have 3 elements and meet all the requirements. Reagan
getting a little bit of downtime with her back and her hip. She's got a little hip flexor thing. And as always, giving Kaya, pacing Kaya in a way that keeps things under control, at least with that Achilles. That's our goal.
I think it's helped everybody. Obviously, we had the week off scheduled this week, so we knew we were going to get one off, but we got it a little bit early, and that just allowed us to come down on the training, nurse our bodies a little bit more to get ready for these upcoming weeks.
I definitely think it benefited us for resting our bodies a little bit because we had competed obviously the week before, but I don't think we can take a break mentally because we have to stay in it and we have to focus on the meet this weekend. So it was benefited us with our bodies, but we have to stay in it.
We'll see how we feel after we go 5 in a row if we don't have any other interruptions. But in some ways, anytime something like this happens, you try to find the silver lining, and I think for us, last week was good. We were able to just kind of slow things down a little bit and kind of focus in on some of the errors we were making, and hopefully we can ramp that back up starting today and be ready to execute on Friday night.
We are going to compete 5 weeks in a row, but again, this is what it's about. It's competing every weekend and just doing it for our team, and our team's going to be there for us, and having these girls behind my back through it all, it's going to make it a lot easier.
Obviously, we're always in a meet mindset just because this was only 1 week off, and we had to turn around and compete again this week, so we couldn't let our minds relax, I would say, but we still stayed in the meet mindset and took care of our bodies as best as we could so we could be ready to start strong this week. We had a training groups of about 4 or 5 to keep us all separated so we could quarantine properly, but we've done it before. It's obviously really weird not having everybody in the gym at the same time, but we try to focus on creating our own energy as much energy as 5 people can bring during a practice, but we got through it and now we're back together.
It's only depth if you use it, and so we've got the ability to do that. We think we do anyway. We'll find out more today and Wednesday, but I think we've got the ability to put people in there that can score at or near what Kaya is going to score. So getting those kids experience is important.
The depth on this team is amazing. Like when one person goes down, there's 19 of us on this team that can do almost every event, and that's really nice because if one person needs a break, the next person's ready to go, and it's just an honor to have so much depth on this team.
Certainly Elena Arenas has been out there and did exhibition for us, and Sierra Ballard. Cameron Ryan has really turned it up on floor tremendously in the last several weeks. She's just growing in confidence by leaps and bounds. She's certainly going to get her opportunities as we go. You saw her finally get that vault out there in exhibition in our last meet. My guess is that she's in the lineup for this one. But in a situation like that, you don't want to put too much on their plate too fast because that can backfire. So I've got a lot of confidence in her. She's got an amazing spirit and drive. As coaches, we decided that we would try to do a conference-only schedule. It started with just the normal meets, and then we figured out we could get 4 home and 4 away. If everybody had one team they went against twice, and it looked really simple to have that bye weekend in the middle and one at the end. We anticipated there would be interruptions in our sport.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Drive the 2020 F-150 with $5,500 cash back, only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
That's fake, mi amor. Ice cream? Yeah! Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
To the people stepping up in the face of an unprecedented challenge, thank you for everything you're doing to serve our communities and keep us safe. To the people of Hancock Whitney, thanks for being the ones our clients can count on. Because even though it feels like everything has changed right now, it's reassuring to see that some things haven't. We'll get through this the same way we always do, together.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
Are you a fan of free basketball? Then you'll love the Tigers this season, who are now 3-0 in overtime games. Here's a closer look at the win over Ole Miss, which offered up a huge three-pointer in the final seconds of regulation.
C gets into the lane, stops, back out to Pointer. Pointer heads to the baseline, one-hander off the glass and in, about a 7-footer. Pointer up ahead to Cherry. Cherry will explode down the left baseline, kick it right corner to C, dribbles in, 10-footer is good by Carly C. Pointer at the top gets the Afua screen, left elbow, hands it to Pointer in the lane, 5-footer, it's up and in, it counts and a foul. Pointer left wing, inside the arc, 12-footer, good. Just inside the left elbow, into the front court, Pointer. Pointer right side, baseline, takes it to the hole, layup is good. Cherry to the free throw line, stops, will turn, then shoot, and hit it about a 15-footer. Young gets it to Afua, free throw line jumper is good. Trossi inside the key, right wing to Spencer, drives baseline and will lay it in. Trouble, lobs it up for Afua in the lane, who kicks it back out to Young, who then fires it to an open Trossi, who lays it in. Quarter to go. C left wing will get to the free throw line. One-handed shot up and in, about a 14-footer from C. Afua fires it right wing to Pointer. Pointer's going to drive to the bucket. Layup is good, and it counts and a foul. That ball is finally knocked around, and Spencer came out of there with it for LSU. Lobs it up ahead to Pointer. Pointer's headed to the bucket. She will lay it up and in with the left hand. Young meets a double team, 7 to shoot. Top of the key, picks up her dribble, finds Afua in the lane, turns, tough 12-footer, got the bounce. Ole Miss rebound. Pass Owen, Pointer steals it in the lane, lays up, it's good! It counts and a foul! Gets it right wing to Cherry. Cherry dropped it, picked it up, got C right side for three. It's good! She banked it in and she's fouled! Carly C from in front of the LSU bench banks home a three and drew a foul.
I was like, oh my gosh, because we were actually trying to go for the two, and then the play didn't work, so she get to her and she shot, and we were like, what in the world? Hey! Like, you know, we were happy. So it's not, I'm not gonna say I was lucky, because me and Carly actually work on those type of shots, you know, after practice, and just, hey, this might happen in the game. So it was great that she was able to hit the shot, and big time shot, but the big time free throw to put us ahead too, and she's the reason that we were able to even be in a position to go into overtime. So really, really proud of her for stepping up.
To Pointer, right wing to C, fires it to Trossi in the lane, lays it in to Nesbitt. She lost it, C took it, C's got it for LSU. Lob ahead to Pointer, she's by herself, layup is good, and LSU leads it by 4. Right corner Young, dribbles, 18-footer Young is short, went and got her own rebound, put it up and in. She's gonna drive left, down the lane, forces it from about 6, no good. Afua rebound, put back, it's good, it counts and a foul.
We were not playing LSU basketball whatsoever. But I mean, we just talked during halftime and just said, like, we need to pick up our intensity and just play how we know how to play. So from there on, like, it was a slow way back, but I mean, we finally got the job done.
We legitimately had to pull together in knowing that Coach Vargas wasn't going to be able to coach this game and still do what we do in reference to being able to generate as many opportunities as we can with a sound defense. But then more importantly, being able to score the ball and convert in transition. And we started kind of slow doing that. So just really happy that they were able to pull together and pull it off.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron, thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method? Brings out the citrus notes. Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
We get it. It feels like everything has changed. Masking up, changing demands at work, fewer gatherings. But one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to your health. It's why Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group keeps finding better ways to serve you. Video visits with one of our providers, online scheduling, weekend hours, and nearly 100 locations where providers know your medical history. Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group, providing you with the best care where and when you need it.
In the truck game, Greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Drive the 2020 F-150 with $5,500 cash back, only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
When the ground shifts beneath you, you can run or you can stand firm. At LSU, our stand is rock solid. Our blood runs hot, even as our heads stay cool. Because now is a pivotal moment in the fight for our future. And we refuse to back down when the world needs solutions. LSU, fierce for the future.
We're born to be loud, born to be strong, born to work hard and tailgate harder. We're born to give it our all, on the field, in the stands, and beyond. We're born to be Tigers. We're the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Be part of the team behind the Tigers. Join today for better access and better perks. TAF, we're here for Tigers. Be there for them too. Annual membership starts at only $50.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Assurance Financial, lending the way home buyers prefer it.
You just got a look at the Louisiana Invitational from this past week, where the Tigers took home double-digit event titles, including another win for national champion jumper Javon Harrison. And just a stone's throw away, the LSU women's tennis team kicked off their spring season with a sweep, while the men moved to 6-0. Here's a look back at all the action.
That's fake, mi amor. Ice cream? Yeah! Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like...
It's looking kind of chilly out today. What am I gonna wear? I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep, even easier than that. And with a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, is it really even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
When the ground shifts beneath you, you can run or you can stand firm. At LSU, our stand is rock solid. Our blood runs hot even as our heads stay cool, because now is a pivotal moment in the fight for our future. And we refuse to back down when the world needs solutions. LSU, fierce for the future.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Academy Sports and Outdoors. With curbside pickup, it's never been easier to shop in store or online at academy.com.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored and blessed to be a part of this wonderful program with such rich tradition. Thankful to Coach O. Thankful to the athletic department, the administration, especially to the family of LSU. Just happy to be a part, happy to be back in the state of Louisiana. It's kind of like my second home. And look forward to what the future holds and how exciting it's going to be a Tiger this year.
I thank everybody for having me today. Obviously have to thank the administration here and Coach O and everyone that played a vital role in getting me here to Baton Rouge, and couldn't be more excited to be here. Fired up to be sitting here in this chair in front of you guys today.
First of all, thank you so much. I just appreciate Coach O for bringing me to this wonderful organization. I think one thing that me and him have in common is that we want to win, and it takes more than just a lot. It takes dedication and perseverance and the will to bring in the right players as well as work with the right people to achieve high accolades, especially in the SEC. So it was an honor just to be hired and to coach defensive line, which I've loved and been a part of, playing and coaching pretty much my whole career, and I'm blessed to be here.
Players first, scheme second, right? Players first, scheme second. And so we want to put our guys in the best position to make plays, right? We want to minimize error, make sure we're over-communicating, have an attacking style defense where we can dictate the terms and play fast. These guys are here for their athletic ability. We're going to give them some techniques and fundamentals, and we're going to harp on that. We're going to be very detailed in that.
The first thing I always want to look for is toughness. Are they tough? You want them to have good length and good speed. They got to be able to play in space, like you just talked about, the ability to make open field tackles, and then high character guys. I really believe that if a guy is willing to come in and work and take care of his business, he's going to be a really great player for you one day.
The fundamentals and foundations of playing a efficient defensive lineman is footwork, hand placement, things of that nature, pass rush, eye-hand coordination, feet progression. Those are the things, those are the crucial things that make you an elite defensive lineman. And just to continue to be consistent with it and continue to communicate with it and continue to harp on it day in and day out, no matter how effective you are or ineffective you are. I always taught my defensive line that when in doubt, especially when it comes to fatigue or when in doubt when things aren't going well for you as an individual, as a group, as a team, you have to focus on fundamentals because fundamentals help you win games.
There's certainly some new blood on LSU football's defensive staff, and as you just heard, these new coaches are eager to turn this Tigers defense back around in 2021. And there are also some new hires on the offensive side of the ball. I sat down with passing game coordinator DJ Mangus to get his take on the role, a return to LSU, and how the Tigers get back to that explosive offense from 2019. Well, DJ, welcome, new passing game coordinator. Welcome back to LSU since you were already a national champion in 2019. So how does it feel to be back, but an on-the-field coaching position?
It's awesome. I'm fired up, beyond fired up. To be a part of that team and that offense was obviously something special. And to be back a part of this program beyond exciting, man. I'm fired up for the opportunity, and I'm fired up to get to work with those guys.
So after that magical season in 2019, you spent the last year with the Carolina Panthers. So how much did the NFL grow your coaching knowledge, being back around Joe Brady, but then being introduced with Jake Peetz and the rest of the organization?
Right. Yeah, I think just being able to compete at the highest level is obviously something that's going to make anybody better. So it's made me more comfortable as a coach, more confident as a coach, and more confident in that offense, which obviously going 15-0 and being arguably the greatest offense of all time, you know, should build some confidence too. So just knowing that that system can work not just at the college level, but the NFL was pretty cool to see.
So the talent on the 2019 team might not ever be exactly replicated, but Coach O believes the offensive scheme can. So when you think about that 2019 team, what are the key components of that scheme that you're going to work with?
I always go back to, and I'm not going to deny the fact of all the draft picks that we had and the talent that was on that team, but I believe the 2018 team had no All-SEC selections returning on offense. You know, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure of that. It's not like we had any grad transfer starters. So that team, and if you look at that 2018 offense compared to the 2020 offense, there's some similar numbers there. So it's not like everyone knew we had all this crazy talent until we put them in this offense. And that's what I look forward to with the talent that we have right now. You know, putting them in position. You're just maximizing the talent that you have. At LSU, you're always going to have talent. When you put them in this offense, in this scheme, you're able to maximize that talent. And I think that's what you saw in 2019, and you really saw what the players were capable of.
Joe Brady was in the same position 2 years ago, but now what do you think are the main responsibilities of you in this passing game coordinator role?
It's communication between him and I, it's communication to the rest of the staff, and it's communication to the players. We're going to be detail-oriented, but it's a matter of communicating those details and coming in every day with the same attitude, being the same person to the players, the staff, and everyone else that's involved. And I think you do that and you take one day at a time, you'll see the results.
So Jake spoke very highly of you and said that you were a very important role of him coming down here to LSU is having you with him. So how would you sum up the Jake Peetz offense?
He's been around a lot of football. He's been around a lot of different football. And he's obviously, like I said, was introduced to, and he's, you know, it's not like our concepts are concepts that hadn't been seen before, but for him to be a part of that last year and to adapt as much and as well as he did in Carolina, I know that'll be a huge piece to who we'll be here, but I'm sure, as he mentioned to you, we're going to cater it to the players that we have as well. So
congratulations on your new role and welcome back to LSU.
Same to you, and thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We covered plenty of ground this week, but we will be right back here a week from now to do it all over again as the LSU sports spring season gets even busier. I'm Emily Dixon, and as always, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Inside LSU Sports presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. We'll see you next week.